Yo, hello everyone. How is it going? Hello Dexter. How's your day been? Uh, I woke up a bit earlier than usual. Usually I wake up at like 7:30, and then because of course the one time I actually sleep at a reasonable time, I wake up at 5:47, 5:40 around that time. But you know, it's whatever. Uh, Last stream got a bit sus, and this stream I'm not expecting any different. 3:45 your time. Yeah. I also forgot to change the name before starting stream, so the title. Well, yeah. I need to get myself. Yeah, from the button on the top right with the users. Yeah. But oh well. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy watching. Because the longer I play this game, the more worried I am that something might show up that will get me banned. Yeah. It's all ages. Yeah, but that still doesn't mean I'm not worried. You know. What if something happens? Probably not. But I mean, just because I'm worried doesn't mean I'm not gonna play it. Because it's a Twitch category. Worst case scenario. But you know, let's just get into it. Last time, incest. That's all you need to know. Summary of the events that happened last time. Sex with my sister in the game, and yeah, that's all you need to know. Anyway, where do we leave off? Right, yeah. We left off with Uta wanting to have sex at school. Already get into it. Of course we are. Well, there it is. It's a shame we didn't get to have sex, though. Still knowing how much Nissan cares about me. Make my heart go doki doki, am I right? I unconsciously touched my lips, trying to recall the sensation. Even after all those kisses? She's so wet. Sigh. Can't focus on the lesson at all. Bruh. During my next break, that makeout session with Uta was amazing. The teacher's like, what the fuck? The teacher's like, Uta's acting a bit stranger than usual. As a result, I hadn't been able to pay attention at all during the previous class. Thinking about it, it's just making me want to kiss her again. Yeah, and he can't hide the horny as easily as Uta because he got a dick. It's nothing. A visitor. Huh? Why? Why do you... Uta, why do you have to look so sus in front of everyone? What are you doing here? Was it just me, or were her cheeks kind of flushed? Was she not feeling well? She said, tugging at my sleeve. Alright, let's go to the roof then. Following behind her as she nodded, we headed toward the rooftop. Hopefully there's no one up here. So what's wrong? If you're coming down with a fever... She's coming down with the horny. There ain't no fever here. Okay, let's do it. I answered immediately. I had no reason to refuse after all. And then Karuru shows up out of nowhere. What? She leaves a Never mind. I love how surprisingly naughty you are too, though. Grinning, I pulled her close and pressed my lips to hers. There's no way I'd hate having a naughty girlfriend. Yeah, but like, where do you go from here? Because, I mean, you already had sex on the first date. Then during our third break of the day, and I checked my phone. I had another message. It was another message from Uta. She's gotten addicted. Around here? Yeah, this should be a safe spot. Why don't you just go back on the roof? It's less likely to be spotted there. Half in, she stole a kiss from my lips. Sure. Uta, The bit wasn't funny. Stretching up to the tips of her toes, she thrust her tongue into my mouth again and again. I responded in kind, wrapping my tongue around hers. Lick, lick, lick. Wonder if I'll have a clip again. Have to clip anything today, lol. No, no. I didn't do anything last stream that was warranted. Never mind. The more our tongues intertwined, the more Uta's eyes lost their focus. As she gradually grew more and more slack, I pulled her waist close in order to support her. So is this like how it is for every... Is this how it is with every person's route? As though it would flip some sort of switch, her kisses became more and more passionate and intense. Yeah, so like... How intense is Kiruru? And so, we spent the remainder of our break locking lips together. Naturally, however, now that it had come to this, neither of us could contain ourselves any longer. The moment school ended, the two of us immediately rushed home together, and had hours of raw sex. Hey, Ail's here. Also, why didn't she go to school? They just didn't. Uta. I guess they just forgot that Ale lives here. You know, nothing else matters to them. I love you too. I thought I heard the sound of someone leaving the room just now. Oh well, must have been the wind. Turning my attention back to Uta, I devoured her lips once more. Aishiteru. The both of us had gotten utterly addicted to kissing today. Well, not that I regret it. Yeah? Uta sighed deeply with satisfaction. Huh? What, the same with, is Kuru's route gonna be the same as Uta's? Or is every girl gonna lose their virginity right after the confession? Uta sighed deeply with satisfaction. At school. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's how it's gonna be for these other routes. My whole world's changed since we started dating too. Honestly, I still can't believe I managed to get such an amazing girlfriend. Who's my good girl? She literally meowed. Crap. How could any living creature be this cute? I can't take it. I have to tell someone about how precious she is. Miel, are you awake? My girlfriend is just too cute. What do I do? Bruh. Wrong. You don't even know a fraction of how cute Uta is. Don't talk like you know her, bandwagoner. What the fuck? Must have been the wind. Man, he just turned off a phone. Looking up, I suddenly noticed that Uta's cheeks were puffed up indignantly. It was adorable how quickly she got jealous. But it just went to show how much she loved me. Sorry for making you jealous. But don't worry, you're the only girl for me, Uta. What? I should really stop letting her teach Uta these weird things. Yeah? What do you... She closed her eyes and puckered her lips at me. Alright. One proof coming up. That's pretty tame for proof. I was expecting something else. I didn't want to make it too intense, or you'd never get to sleep.
兄さんのおちんちんも大変なことになりますしね。
It's already been doing that, so like... Exactly. Though to be perfectly honest, it already was. Who would have guessed? But not to say anything though. Best not to say anything though.
また明日もおはようからずーっとチューしましょうね。
Sure. Sure, I'll kiss you as many times as you want until you get tired of it.
絶対に飽きない自信がありますよ。
Me neither.
じゃあ、おやすみなさい、兄さん。
Good night, Uta. Smooch. Sharing one final gentle kiss, we closed our eyes and drifted off.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。兄さんと付き合い始めてから毎日が幸せすぎる問題。
What?
なんですか、やぶから棒に。
Ale-san, who had been reading manga on my bed, lazily got up.
いやだから兄さんと付き合い始めてから毎日が幸せすぎるんですよ。それはもう聞きましたけど。いいえ、エールさんは何も分かってないです。兄さんと恋人になってから私の毎日がどれだけ輝いて見えるか。
Right, yeah.
なんかデジャブが。
For some reason, Ale-san seemed to be have a supremely uninterested look on her face. Must be my imagination.
特別に兄さんと恋人になれた素晴らしさを教えてあげちゃいます。はあ、まずですね、兄さんと恋人になれたおかげで合法的にベッドに侵入できますし。
But you were able to do that before.
それは付き合う前からやってたんじゃないですか。兄さんの寝顔も合法的に盗撮しまくれます。
Weren't you doing that before?
兄さんの脱ぎたてシャツも合法的にクンカクンカできるんですよ。
Right. Yeah.
何ですかその微妙な顔は。
Wait, could it be?
もしかしてエイルさんも兄さんの寝顔を盗撮したりクンカクンカしたりしたいんですか。
I'm not even doing Ale's route yet, man.
普通に嫌です。エイルさんってやっぱり変わり者ですね。
What?
今のウタちゃんには言われたくないですよ。
Odd. Ale-san thinks I'm the weird one. I don't get what she's saying at all.
まあつむぐさんとの恋人生活は一応順調にいっているようなので、恋天使としては安心してます。その調子で運命度も上げてもらえると助かります。
Fatedness, huh? Up until now, I hadn't given much thought as to what that actually was.
そういえば運命度が100になったらどうなるんですか。それは秘密です。
Bruh.
教えてくださいよ。守秘義務があるんです。私としても天使の契約に違反してしまうので、すみません。
done. That's that's not much. There's not much I can say when she's apologizing so seriously like that.
ただ運命度が100になると100になるといえ、やっぱり何でもありません。気になるので教えてくださいよ。
I leaned in closer toward Ale-san, but
ふだちゃんにもつむぐさんにも大した問題じゃないですよ。むしろ2人の絆は強固になるだけ。だからうたちゃんはうたちゃんの幸せだけを一番に考えてください。
also didn't Ale at the start of the game be like, your final goal using the love note is marriage? And now that they're at a fatedness of 90, like, where else can you go? The foreshadowing.
私の幸せ
Bruh. Huh? Come to think of it, what was it that made me happy? All this time, the only thing I'd wanted was to become Nissan's lover. But now, that's come true, what's next? What did I really want in the first place?
うたちゃん？あ、はい、なんでしょう。いえ、難しい顔して考え込んでいたようだったので。それは、今ある幸せをかみしめていただけです。
Right, yeah.
最初に言った通り、今の私は毎日が幸せすぎるんですから。
That's right. I could proudly say that I was truly happy. If things could last forever, the way they were right now,
順風満帆すぎて怖いくらいですね。
Yeah?
その様子なら夜の生活も充実してそうですね。夜の生活
You know. She means sex, right? Wait a second. The last time Nissan and I had sex was...
どうしよう、エイルさん。私と兄さんの船沈没しちゃうかもです。
Bro, it's been 2 days.
さっき順風満帆って言ってたじゃないですか。よくよく考えてみると付き合った日以降一回もエッチしてないです。
Bruh.
いつの間にか兄さんとのキスだけで満足しちゃってました。そんな毎日一緒に寝てるくせにですか？私が下の部屋に移ったのは何だったんですか？
I mean, now you've relocated to her room, so like...
兄さんに包まれて寝ると安心しすぎて一瞬ですやしちゃうんですよ。まさかのつむぐさんが安眠グッズとかしてるとは。
Yeah, that's all I am now.
どうしましょう、エイルさん。エッチってどうやって誘えばいいんでしたっけ？そんな高度なテクニック知りませんよ。私は1階の処女天使ですよ。
Oh, yeah.
そうでした。エイルさんはまだ未経験でしたもんね。回転士のくせに。
Called out.
その勝ち誇ったような顔やめてくれませんか？
The only reason she's a virgin is because, she has a lever out.
ここはもううたちゃんらしく直球勝負するのがいいんじゃないでしょうか。
Yeah.
どんな形であれうたちゃんがまっすぐ向き合えばつむぐさんはちゃんと答えてくれるはずですよ。私らしく直球勝負。そうだよね。兄さんならちゃんと答えてくれるはず。というわけで一緒にお風呂入りに来ました。
Oh. That doesn't really explain anything. That evening, As I was enjoying my soak, alone in the tub, I was suddenly ambushed by my little sister. Seriously? Why though?
これもすべて順風満帆な恋人生活を過ごすために必要な行為なのです。
Of course, right. I don't really get it, but in short, you just wanted to flirt a bit, right?
いえ、エッチなことしに来ました。
Right. The 18 plus CG shows Uta's smug face. Well, that's unfortunate.
いわゆるセックスです。
You didn't do the dirty was just fine. You sure don't mince words.
だって兄さん、付き合い始めた日にしただけで、それから一度も抱いてくれてないじゃないですか。
Well, yeah, but I've been looking for the right thing, the right timing to bring it up.
兄さんのヘタレ。
Yeah? Well, I'm not a wuss in bed. ... I really was trying to find the right time, you know. Besides, you're the one who passes out the moment your head hits the pillow every night. I've been pretty pent up too because of you.
まあそういうわけで、こうして行動に移したわけなのです。
Right. You know you were still a girl. It'd be nice if you had some shame.
恥じらいは兄さんと付き合う前に死にました。
Yeah, we know. I know. Oh. I was waiting for it. That would have been more convincing if her ears weren't bright red.
でも兄さん、恋人とお風呂に入るシチュエーション嫌いじゃないですよね。
I love it. But I just wish we could set the mood a bit more.
そんなこと言ってますけど、
Most
さっ
likely.
きから。
Yeah. That's, well...
本当は兄さんも我慢するのが辛くなってるんじゃないんですか？
He's been pretty pent up. As he said. Finally, something inside me seemed to snap. As I suddenly hugged her tight, Uta let out a cute squeal of surprise.
兄さん、
I've given up on overthinking things.
兄さん。
So fair warning, I'm gonna have my way with your body now.
私は兄さんに心も体も奪われてしまってますから。
Well, what a line.
だから私の体を兄さんの好きにしてください。
I let out a long sigh, as though releasing the heat from my body. I hadn't expected things to get that kinky. I was worried about Uta, who had collapsed on the floor without moving an inch, but... I think they went a bit too far. Just my opinion. Eep? I felt a pang of terror as I saw her muttering curses under her breath at me with lifeless eyes.
兄さん、マニアックなプレイは嫌って言いましたよね。
What? You did, yeah?
それで、さっきのプレイは何ですか？
I mean... Everyone urinates, right? It's not that.
変態。
I'm sorry. But thankfully, after carefully washing her hair and every nook and cranny of her body and treating her like a servant might treat a princess, I somehow managed to get back into her good books. So, like, what exactly happened? A while later, after returning to my room, I once again consulted the love note. However,
運命度なかなか上がりませんね。
yeah, I thought so. It went down after.
佐久間歌運命度95
God damn. It went up a whole 5 fadedness even after.
2人の関係を絶対のものにしましょう。妹さんを安心させてあげてください。
Okay, well, now the love note is being as blatant as possible without actually saying marry her. I didn't think there'd be no change. There'd be no change. What are we supposed to do to get to 100 then?
やはりノートの記述通り、うたちゃんを安心させてあげるのが一番かと。
But she said herself that there wasn't anything worrying her.
きっとうたちゃんの心には自分でも言語化できない漠然とした不安があるのだと思います。
Yeah, but isn't the issue what plagues a lot of relationships? Something vague?
確証はないですけど、うたちゃんを見てると何かを恐れているように感じる時があるんです。
Yeah? What is she afraid of? Huh?
で、結局は勘なんですけどね。
No, you might have a point. You're her friend after all.
うたちゃんはちゃんと友達だと思ってくれてるんですかね。
Of course she does. Aside from me, the only people she'd ever opened up to this much are you and Kosaki-san.
そうだと嬉しいですね。
Despite her words, Ao's expression seemed a little sad for some reason.
とにかくうたちゃんの不安を見つけ出し解決できる人はつむぐさんしかいないかと。
Yeah, you're right. This is probably only something I can solve. It had nothing to do with the love note or our fatedness. As Uta's brother and her boyfriend, I simply wanted to see the girl I loved smiling.
私には応援することしかできませんが、つむぐさんならきっと大丈夫です。恋を司る天使として保証します。
Appreciate it.
兄さん、エールさん、ご飯できましたよ。はーい、今行きます。ほら、うたちゃんも呼んでますよ。
Yeah.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。
This is the second time Uta and I had sex. Our love life has grown even more fulfilling. Kissing and having sex had become second nature to us, and each time we did it, our feelings for each other deepened even further. Despite this, however, our fatedness continued to remain below 100. But one day at work, while I was taking a break, say, Masora, what do you think a guy should do to put his girlfriend's mind at ease? That is a bad thing, right?
つむぐ、
I
今
don't
な
know.
んて言ったの？
Not. His eyes widened at my abrupt question. Only to be expected, of course.
もしかして彼女できたの？いつ？なんで僕に教えてくれないの？
Ah. Yeah, she got a H cup, 20 million a year, and works as an amateur model. Only amateur. I'm lying. It's just a joke. Don't get so caught up about it. Mostly, it was just too hard to say I was dating my stepsister, even to Masora.
なんとなく
No
理由
shit.
は察したけど、いつかは教えてよね。
Yeah, someday.
で、彼女さんが不安を感じてるらしいと。
Kina-san's face poked out of the kitchen.
ちゃんと好きって伝えてるのか？
What? I say it every day.
キスは？
Say all the time.
じゃあセックスは？
No! Why? Like rabbits.
じゃあもうお手上げだわ。
She shrugged her shoulders, flopping down into a nearby chair.
諦めるの早くないですか、店長？
Are you just not gonna comment on what he said? Like rabbits, huh? Kinu-san sighed with exasperation.
やることやってんなら何が不満なんだ。私には全くわからん。まさか浮気を疑われてるとかか？
Sure. Yeah, that's definitely the issue. Impossible. I don't have eyes for any other girl but her.
それを女の私を目の前に言えるお前よ。
Yeah, but you don't have any interest in me. Why else do you not have her around? Fuck you. She glared at me, but I was only being honest. I really wasn't interested in anyone but Uta.
ってことは本格的にわからんな。もっと他にあるんじゃないですか？ほら、女の子の気持ちとか憧れとか。
Something she's always wanted.
そういった類の問題ね。恋人生活に満足がいってるなら次は結婚とか憧れるよね。結婚ね。
Yep.
乙女的にはウェディングドレスとか一回は着てみたいな。すっごい憧れる。
I see. Marriage, huh? That seemed like a pretty big hurdle considering our current circumstances. However, considering that, how about you consider the fact that, you have to marry her, or else your balls will explode.
もしかして僕のウェディングドレス想像した？
It's not your time yet. Dot dot dot.
無視はひどくない？ねえ紡ぐ。
You know what, Kina-san? I'm gonna start taking a lot more shifts starting tomorrow.
どうした？こっちは助かるけど。
Because how else is he gonna afford to buy a ring? I just thought I'd show you a bit of my manly side. It's gonna be tough working so much every day. It honestly be tough having less time to spend with Uta as well. But for the sake of making her happy, I was willing to endure anything. What? Wait. Okay.
私としたことが大事な人への報告を忘れていましたね。
You know, the one thing I appreciated with Princess of Angel is when they actually showed the guy's face in some of the CGs. Can you play any other CG like this, where there are multiple routes for all the love interests, and they just never show they never show the guy's face because that you're meant to be the guy. Yeah, I know that he has a face. Well, no time like the present. Today, the two of us were paying a visit to Uta's mother's graves. I didn't know you knew. Yeah, but are they going to show his face in the CGs? Are they able to show his face in one of the CGs? The purpose was, of course, to tell her about our relationship. Maybe. Maybe. That'll take a while. I had asked my beloved sister to be my girlfriend, so it was only right that I told my stepmother about it as well.
お母さん、見てくれていますか？私、ようやく胸を張って幸せだって言えるようになりましたよ。
I now know the importance of family. Although she had passed away many years ago, she was still Uta's real mother. Uta may have shared lots of memories with her that I never knew about. Perhaps she was recalling them now. She faced my mother's tombstone with a serious expression on her face.
きっとお母さんも心配してましたよね。私たちがちゃんと幸せになれるかどうか。
You're right. Unlike our dad, she was always looking out for you and me. If she could see us now, I think she'd be able to rest in peace. So let's give her a proper greeting.
はい、兄さん。
Side by side, we quietly closed our eyes. I hoped that our happiness would somehow reach Uta's mother. And I hoped that she could rest easy, knowing that Uta was was in safe hands. Wouldn't the mama have some conflicting feelings? Nah, I don't. Nah, no. Nah, no. What do you mean? What's wrong with dating your step-sibling? Thus I prayed, pressing my hands together.
兄さん、連れてってくれてありがとうございました。
I was being sarcastic. Man, you played too many visual novels, you became the MC. On the way home, Uta smiled happily, holding onto my arm. Then she gave me a big hug.
お墓にも報告しましたけど、お母さん、私は今幸せです。
Those words unmistakably came from the bottom of her heart.
兄さんはどんな風に報告したんですか？
Oh, well, first I announced to her that you and I were in a relationship now.
兄さん、それでまずってことは続きがあるんですよね。
And then I told her about how much sex we have every night. Then I told her that while there were a lot of times when I felt lost and unsure, there was always one thing I could say for certain. That no matter what happened from now on, whatever hardships awaited me in the future, I would do everything in my power to make Uta happy. And so I asked her to continue watching over us and give us her blessing. That's about it.
兄さん。
Tears suddenly welled up in Uta's eyes. I gently wiped them away. I promise we'll never be apart from now on, Uta. I smiled, doing my best to reassure her, just like I used to do back when we were kids. I'll never leave you alone. Suddenly, Uta stood tall, stretching onto the tips of her feet.
私も兄さんと絶対に離れたくないです。だから証拠が欲しいです。
She said earnestly. Prove it. At my question, Uta buried her face in my chest and said,
私、兄さんの子供が欲しいです。
You know, after the amount of times I nutted in you, you'd expect to have one. With hentai logic and all. She murmured softly. Huh? A hot, tingly feeling ran up my spine.
兄さんと絶対に離れないっていう証を私にください。
Yeah, well, you say that, but our dad. That's all I need to say. There was only one thing to do after hearing her say that. I nodded, quickening my pace to get home as soon as possible.
兄さん。
How do you go from such a wholesome scene to give me a baby? This is the scene. Uta. The moment we walked through the door, it was as though a switch had completely flipped. Our arousal only grew as we shared a deep kiss, twirling our tongues together.
兄さん、今日もいっぱいセクチュ見せてください。
You don't have to tell me twice.
たくさんですよ。
So this is going by hentai logic. Okay. Uh-huh.
いっぱいおまっこをグツグツして子宮の中にピュピュしてください。
Right. I'm gonna knock you up with a single load, Uta.
嬉しいです。妊娠して兄さんの子供が欲しいです。
Meanwhile, Ale is on the couch, watching TV, as she is being ignored. the more she gets the fluid. Is it true the more likely IRL? But no. TBH IDK. Yeah, that's sex ed isn't a thing in the American education system, I guess. The chances of having a kid is based on the menstrual cycle. Is based on a woman's menstrual cycle. Sorry, I didn't have it. Right. So all of your all of your education has been through all your sex ed has been through visual novels. Yeah. Technically. Doesn't the chances of having a child isn't based off of how much you nut in a woman. Because why would it take so long for guys to get hard again after nutting once? Why would guys have a refractory period? Okay. It's based off of a woman's menstrual cycle. You know, there's a period of time. More likely, I mean, technically. But if you don't have sex within a specific time during like a 7-day period, you won't have a kid. Because sperm can survive in the uterus, was it? Or was it the cervix? It can survive inside a woman for 7 days before dying. So like, that's a long time. Yeah. But that means that there's basically only like a week, a week's worth of time out of a month where a woman can get pregnant. Following the 28-day menstrual cycle. I don't need this knowledge. Yeah. Anyway. Damn it. There's no way I can hold back now. If she says something like that to me, I... Yikes. What do you mean? I haven't done anything. It was in the game audio. It was the game audio. Like she said, this was almost like sex. I continued to thrust my tongue into her mouth as though trying to impregnate her. Uta. Right. Uta, I can't wait anymore. Feeling my cock about to burst with excitement, I reached for Uta's clothes, but... What is it? Uta caught her breath before answering. Yeah? Something you want to try? Right. Oh. After Uta passed out from exhaustion, I cleaned her up, put some clothes on her, and carried her to bed. It's been a tough couple of days for her, after all. It was the scene. Yeah. It probably was. Good night, Uta. After giving her a gentle pat on the head, I left the room. Once I got back to my own room, I took out the love note and wrote down her name as usual. So where's Ale in all of this?
佐久間詩運命度98
Oh, it went up by 3 after 2 days of sex. Another small increase, huh? I wonder if I'm gonna make it in time. Oh, there she is. Where'd you come from? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
そんな邪険にしなくても、せっかく気を利かせて隠れていたのに。
I guess that means it was obvious Uta and I were having sex. Nah. Well, not that it was a secret from Love Miel anyway. In the scene, he passes out too, bruh.
それにしても、大丈夫なんですか？期限までに運命度が100にならなかったら一生不能ですよ。
Oh, right.
そういえばって忘れてたんですか？
I mean, he already knocked her up, so like, is there really a point anymore? She looked at me in disbelief. True. It would definitely be awful to not be able to have sex with Uta for the rest of my life, but I've had more important things on my mind, like Uta.
そんなに思ってもらって、うたちゃんは幸せ者ですね。
Yeah, but she won't be able to have sex with you after 90 days.
じゃあ何が間に合うのかって言ってたんですか？
Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt to tell Love Miel. Actually, next Sunday is the anniversary of the day Uta and I became siblings.
そうだったんですね。それはめでたいです。
Anyway, what I was planning was...
なるほど。いいと思います。
Yeah. But there's just one problem.
何が問題なんです？
The price they quoted me was quite high, although the date and everything else is fine. Worst case scenario, I could use the money my father left us. but I'd prefer to avoid doing that if at all possible.
それいくらくらいなんですか？
300,000.
ある程度なら私も協力します。今はお金口座に結構余ってますし。
I can't ask you to do that. The idea of borrowing money from a girl didn't really sit right with me.
いえ、いいんです。足りなくなったら天使長様に経費ということで認めてもらえばいいだけですし。
Right.
それに私がお金を持っていてももう多分意味がないので。
What do you mean?
今まで秘密にしてましたが、実は
I see.
この町に来てから思い出して天使長様に確認してみたこともあるんです。
So that the other day, when you said you had some angel-related things to take care of, you meant
その確認もありました。
actual angel-related things to do.
本当はこれを話すのは守秘義務違反なんです。でも協力させていただくには話すしかありませんでしたし、きっと天使長様も許してくださるでしょう。それに私には長い間居候させてもらった恩だってあります。
Right, yeah.
何よりウタちゃんの幸せのためにも協力したいんです。だからお願いします。
Lamiel bowed her head deeply to me. After hearing how much she cared for Uta, there was no way I could refuse her now. Alright, since Uta... Wait. Since you and Uta are such good friends... Since Ed Uta...
それじゃあ
Yeah, please let me go help Lamiel.
最後の大仕事やってやります。
You didn't quote the price either.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。
Finally, the day I'd been planning for finally arrived. Today, Uta and I.
一体どこに向かってるんですか？それは到着してからのお楽しみです。
Ale and I had been walking for about half an hour since she dragged me out of the house. But even now, she wouldn't tell me where we were going. Wait, route almost done? Nah, that can't be. Please, are you gonna tell me that I'm gonna finish the route before 3 hours? Well, how long do I stream? Like 2.5 to 3 hours, I would say. Damn it. Plus, I hadn't seen, well, plus I hadn't seen Nissan since he woke up this morning either. Something wasn't right.
さあ着きましたよ。ここっていいから入りましょう。
Disregarding my confusion, Ailsan grabbed my hand and led me into the building.
ちょっと待ってください。これに着替えるんですか？そうですよ。可愛いですよね。
I wonder what she's changing into.
可愛いですけど、これって大丈夫です。うたちゃんなら絶対似合いますから。ありがとうございます。そういう問題じゃなくてですね。ほらほら早く着替えましょうよ。つむぐさんが待ってますから。
So this was all Nissan's doing after all.
よりによって今日という日に。
You could start the other one. Yeah, but, you know, it'd probably be better if I start Sugar Sweet Temptation, next stream. Nissan really didn't play fair.
Oh.
Wow, I never would have
お待
guessed!
たせしました。
Looking half bewildered and half embarrassed, she finally appeared in front of me. I've been waiting for you, Uta. As Lovemiel and I had both predicted, Uta looked absolutely gorgeous in her wedding dress. She was so beautiful that I wanted nothing more than to hold her in my arms and kiss her.
これはどういう。
Today's a special day, isn't it? It's the anniversary of the day you became my beloved little sister.
それはそうですけど。
I've been thinking a lot, you know, about how to make you so happy that you have nothing to be scared of anymore. There was something Uta had been afraid of ever since the day her mother passed away. The fear of losing someone who was close to her. The second CG with both eyes. I can't believe this. It was the fear that drove her to seek some sort of proof that we would stay connected, stay together forever, even after we became lovers. Man, I never would have guessed that what she feared the most was losing her brother. They weren't being subtle about it, let's just say. Unless I found a way to prove that to her, the hole in her heart would never be filled. And so, this is my answer. I set up this wedding to prove to you that I'll never leave your side.
でも、それでも、私と兄さんのお父さんとお母さんは。
I know, they separated. Marriage isn't something that necessarily lasts forever, after all. Divorce isn't all that uncommon these days. You know, that isn't very reassuring on your marriage day. And there were plenty of relationships that ended up like our parents did. But those are other people you're talking about. You and I are not the same as our parents. Our parents didn't marry. Our parents aren't step-siblings like us. No one could ever change our relationship, and I would never let them, even if they tried.
でも、人はいつか変わってしまうものだって。兄さんだってそう言ってたじゃないですか。
No, that's what I said. It's true. Humans are creatures that always change eventually. But that doesn't mean it has to be bad change. You and I went from being strangers to being family, and we went from being family to being lovers. Both of those are good changes. Not all changes was bad. Not all change was bad. Things can change for the better too. This is one of those new changes for us, Uta. From my pocket, I pulled out a palm-sized box.
それは。
I want to be with you forever. I want to make sure you'll never be alone again. Uta, will you marry me? And then she says no. And then, bad end. Putting my life on the line, I proposed to her once and for all. She and my wholehearted devotion. Tears well up in Uta's eyes as her face contorted with a strange mixture of both hesitation and happiness.
兄さんたら 上幸せにされたら嬉しすんじゃいますよ。
Don't say that. I want you to stay with me for the rest of your life. For the rest of my life, Uta.
もう絶対に一生離れてあげませんから。兄さんの隣は私の特等席です。だから私を兄さんのお嫁さんにしてください。
I will.
5分。それじゃあ始めさせてもらいますね。
Lovemiel, who had agreed to be our to be our officiant, made her way up to the altar. Instead of her usual clothes, she had formed into her angel form for the
つむぐ
occasion.
さん、うたちゃん、あなたたちは病める時も健やかなる時も止める時も貧しき時も互いを愛し敬い慈しむことを誓いますか？はい、誓います。
We do.
それではつむぐさん、指輪を。
Taking the ring, I slipped it onto Uta's warm, slender finger.
兄さん、この指輪。
I know it's not much, but it's all I could afford. Me still being a student and all.
十分すぎますよ。このドレスも含めてすごくお金もかかったんですよね。
Well, you know.
だからあんなにバイトも増やして、ほんと無理ばっかりするんですから。
Even so, I couldn't have made this lavish without Lovemiel's contribution. I truly couldn't thank her enough.
私、兄さんの妹でよかった。兄さんのお嫁さんになれて幸せです。
I couldn't have said it better. I'd never imagined I could ever feel this happy in my entire life.
なんだかまだ夢を見てるみたいです。
If this really is a dream, then I hope I never wake up. Then it'd become my reality.
痛いセリフですね。
Yeah, I know. It was pretty embarrassing to say for me too.
でも私は好きですよ。今はそのくらいの青臭さが心地いいです。
Uta sounded truly happy as she murmured this. I know this is just a temporary wedding for now, but one day we're going to do this for real.
はい、いつまでも待っています。それじゃあつむぐさん、ノートに名前を書いてもらえませんか？
Alright. I scribbled down Uta's name in the notebook Lovemiel held out to me.
佐久間歌運命度100。
これでようやく。つむぐさん、うたちゃん、今までありがとうございました。これでようやく私の願いが叶います。
The air around Lovemiel began to glow with otherworldly light as her outline gradually began to fade.
ちょっと待ってください。エイルさん、体が消えかかって。お別れの時間ということですよ。
Despite the shock in Uta's voice, Lovemiel simply told her the cold, hard truth.
それってどういう。私はこの世界から消えて、お二人の記憶からも消えてしまうということです。なんで、どうして。
I wish we got to see Tsumugi's friend's reaction. TBH. Yeah, I did too.
そんな、エイルさんのおかげでこんなにも幸せになれ つもより家が寂しくなくて楽しかったのに。エイルさんとせっかく友達になれたのに、もっともっと一緒に遊べると思ってたのに。恋の天使なんですよね。もっと私たちを見守っていてくださいよ。うたちゃん、ごめんなさい。
She lowered her head in sincere apology as tears streamed down Uta's face.
これは最初から決まっていたことだったんです。兄さん、知ってたんですか？
She only told me about it a little while ago.
そんなのあんまりですよ。うたちゃん、そんなに泣かないでください。うたちゃんはもう最高の幸せを手に入れて、これからもっともっと幸せになっていくんですから。でもそこにエイルさんがいないじゃないですか。もうそんなにわがまま言わないでくださいよ。
Unable to stand it any longer, Lovemiel began to break down into tears as well.
もうやめて、泣かないでください。
The two of them wailed loudly, crying like children. Although Lovemiel had told me the truth earlier, I hadn't been able to bring myself to tell Uta until the very end. At length, the light surrounding Lovemiel began to glow even brighter. I guess there wasn't much time left now. Lovemiel, I want to thank you for everything. If it weren't for you, my life would never have changed the way it did.
つむぐさんこそありがとうございました。エイルさん、うたちゃんもう何も怖がることないんですよ。つむぐさんとうたちゃんは完全無欠の運命のカップルなんですから。それにきっとまたどこかで会えるかもしれません。私が消えると言ってもあくまでこの姿として消えるだけ。この町にいて少し思い出してきたんです。私は今この町のどこかで長い眠りについているだけ。これでその眠りから目覚められるということになるんです。だったら約束ですよ。絶対に再会しましょう。約束ですからね。はい、また会えた時にはお二人の幸せな姿を見せてください。絶対に見せます。大好きな漫画もいっぱい読ませてあげますから。だから絶対再会しましょう。たとえ記憶がなくなっても絶対に思い出してみせます。たとえ思い出せなくても何であっても私たちは友達になれるはずですから。はい、楽しみにしています。絶対に約束ですからね。
Uta shouted at the top of her lungs as Lovemiel smiled gently back.
そうだ、ラブノートはまだありますか？はい、あるなら貸してください。わかりましたけど。
Lovemiel took out the love note and held it out to Uta. Grabbing a pen, Uta began to write in it. Write it in. Wait. God damn it. Right. Of course there's a typo to ruin the scene. Uta Sakuma, friends forever.
この前にエイルさんの名前も書いてください。はい。
voice thick with emotion, love me yell. Scroll down her name as well.
兄さんもです。
Me too. Alright. I also jotted down my name.
佐久間紡佐久間歌ラブミエールずっと友達
I don't think the love note had to say that out
こ
loud.
れできっと願いが叶うはず。私はそう信じますから。そうですね。私もそう信じます。
For now, Love Me L's outline had all but ceased to be visible.
もう時間はないみたいです。エイルさん、またどこかで。はい。お二人に天使の祝福を。
Then, in a blinding flash of light, Love Me L vanished without a trace.
兄さん、きっとまた会えますよね。
Yeah, that's what she said too.
今日からまた二人ですね。
Yeah.
でも大丈夫です。エイルさんにもっと幸せな姿を見せるって約束しましたから。
And we'd better keep our promises. That's right. We had nothing to be afraid of anymore. Because, like Love Me L had said, nothing could ever tear us apart now. Well, guess that's the end of Ucha's route. I mean, what can I say? It's pretty good. After the credits. There's gonna be more after the credits. I mean, when isn't there? I mean, there was a lot of lewd scenes, but I guess that's normal for an eroge. To be expected. It had been several years now since Uta and I began our relationship. Though we had our share of arguments, I had to say things were going well. Even when she got angry, she never failed to go back to fawning over me a few hours later. My sister really was just the cutest. Not to mention, Uta had been getting better and better at kissing and having sex over the years. This is what I'm talking about. They just throw this out there like it's nothing. So much so that lately I feel like I was the one getting manhandled by her. Although she hadn't gotten pregnant yet, with all the lovemaking we were doing every single day. It's after an eroge up. It's an eroge after all. Yeah. That doesn't make it not jarring. It was probably only a matter of time. Did you have fun today? Did you have fun today, Uta?
兄さんとのデートですよ。楽しくないわけないじゃないですか。
Glad to hear it. But it's dangerous to walk and read manga at the same time, you know.
それは分かってますが、読むのをやめられないんです。この新刊をどれだけ待っていたことか。
She's reading the latest volume of Jujutsu Kaisen.
どこの本屋さんを回っても売り切れていて、ようやく買うことができたんですから。
That series sure is super popular these days, huh? Still, you should really keep your eyes in front of you. Save it for when we're at home, when we get home.
はーい。
Vroom. A man on a motorcycle suddenly sped past in front of us at high speed. Jeez, he's gonna run somebody over. You okay, Uta?
兄さんに助けられましたから。嬉しいです、兄さん。
You dropped your precious manga though. She's ruined it. Her book was laying a few feet away on the ground. Uta went to pick it up. But then she froze. Her eyes were fixed on something a little ways beyond where the book fell, and the girl in the wheelchair who was looking down at it. Is that? My heart leapt out of my heart leapt in my chest. Love Miel? Her name spilled from my lips. Although there was a different air about her, she looked exactly the same. There was no mistaking it. It was Love Miel, the young angel of love who had once brought us together. It was really her, the same girl who had loved Uta and Mango. I remember now. It's all coming back. Everything, including the promise she had made with Uta. And by the looks of things, Uta was experiencing the same revelation. In an instant, she dashed toward the girl in the wheelchair at full speed.
エールさんですか？エイル？誰ですか？
I could hear Uta's breath catch in her throat. This was only to be expected. She had lost her memory after all. Or more accurately, she wasn't the same Love Miel we knew anymore.
大変失礼なことを聞きますが、私たちどこかで会ったことありますか？
Greetings, Saint Quartz.
やっぱり覚えてないんですね。すみません、何か言いましたか？ごめんなさい。私の親友そっくりだったので声をかけてしまいました。そうですか。
Both of them fell silent. I guess things hadn't worked out like we'd hoped. But what else could we do? Surely there had to be something. I racked my brain for a solution. This wasn't the reunion Uta had wished for.
思い出してくれましたか？あ、いえ、その漫画どこで売ってましたか？ この漫画好きなんですか？はい、大好きです。でもどこにも売っていなくて。よかったら読みますか？いいんですか？はい、いいですよ。
Timidly, the girl accepted the manga from Uta and opened it up, and before long,
やっぱりエイルさんなんですね。
about 20 minutes later, the girl in the wheelchair had finished reading the manga from start to finish.
すいません、最後まで読み切ってしまいました。
She bowed her head profusely in apology, but
いえ、楽しそうに読んでもらえて嬉しいです。約束も果たせましたし。約束？いえ、こっちの話です。それより漫画の代わりに一つお願いをしてもいいですか？はい、私にできることなら何でも。と言っても見ての通りできることは少ないですけど。
the girl patted her wheelchair sardonically.
いえ、大丈夫です。とても簡単なことですから。
Uta continued smiling gently.
まず自己紹介します。私は佐久間うたって言います。それでこちらが
I'm her boyfriend, Shimogu Sakuma.
はあ、とっても素敵なカップルさんですね。はい、自慢したいくらい幸せなんです。
This was one of her promises to love me L too.
それでお願いというのは？おっと、忘れてました。お願いというのは私と友達になってほしいんです。
It seemed as though she nearly said the word again, but caught herself just in time. Or at least, that was the feeling I got.
ほら、私たち趣味近そうですし。それは願ってもないことです。本当ですか？私も漫画好きな友達がちょうど欲しかったので。それは嬉しいです。じゃあなんて呼べばいいんでしょうか？佐久間さんはかぶりますし、うたさん、うたちゃん？ぜひ、うたちゃんってそう呼んでください。
I could see her spirit soar as she heard the words Uta-chan. Not that I blamed her.
なんだか不思議な気分です。うたちゃんってすごいしっくりくる気がするので。なんでしょうか、この気持ち。うたちゃんとは初めて会ったはずなのに、なんだか懐かしいような、そんな気がするというか、何か運命を感じちゃいます。それは私もです。
Uta wiped her tears away so that the girl wouldn't notice. I'm glad you got to meet her again, Uta. And naturally, I could hardly contain my own happiness as well. I'm certain everything will work out now. I don't know if it was because of those words we wrote together in the love note back then, but even though Love Me L's memories hadn't completely returned, we were able to cross paths with each other once again. We had become great friends again, just like before. I was sure of it.
そういえば名乗り忘れてました。 私の名前はユロット。
Wow.
まあ生きとし生ける地上の
Oh, well.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。
Well, I mean,
兄さんとの思い出無夫婦な写真も見ちゃいます。後のお世話は私に任せてください。
sugar sweet temptation time? No. I think there's something, I think I know what we can get up to.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。
No, please. Well, I mean,
早く続きから遊びましょう兄さん。
there's another. This wasn't the agreement, but there's another route. There's just because I've finished one route doesn't mean I can't start another before Sugar Sweet Temptation. What's the problem? What did we compromise then? After, yeah. We start Sugar Sweet Temptation. Yeah. But I'm not starting it today. A sneak peek for next stream. No. I already said I'm gonna play it next stream. I'm gonna start it next stream. We already said we're gonna get back. We already said we'd finish this game. That's tomorrow, right? No, that's in 2 days. Next stream's Monday. Today's Friday. Sneak peek. Yeah, sneak peek into my next route, yeah. What do you mean, come on? Jesus Christ. No, I already said. Jesus Christ, man. Can't you take no for an answer? No, okay. Anyway. Kururu next then? Well, you're gonna have to wait until you're gonna have to wait for what I choose. So leave it on the side of the road should be the same. No, that's... hang on. All of this should be the same. Hang on.
ショートカットキーはしっかり確認しなきゃですよ。
F7. Alright, well, she got struck by lightning, and now there are 5 options. But I've already gone through 1. Let's see. Masora? No, I'm saving him for last. But what I will say is that, my choice for Kotohina. My choice, follows choosing Love Me Al is writing her name in. I guess I should try writing Love Me Al's name. This was just a test after all, so I don't think she'd mind. She'd definitely be surprised though. Well, let's surprise her. Hehe. I couldn't help but chuckle.
何なんですか? その不穏な笑みは。
Don't worry about it. I answered pompously and began scribbling in the notebook. Love me ale. That should do it. There, done. I handed over the love note to her.
ありがとうございます。一体誰の名前をって。
The moment Love Me Al's eyes dropped down to the notebook, she instantly froze. Then her face turned as red as a tomato. What do you think? Surprised?
驚いたというか、その。もしかしてつむぐさん、私がタイプとかそういうのなんですか?
No, That's weird. This wasn't exactly the reaction I was expecting.
私こういうアプローチには不慣れなもので、どういう反応をしたらいいのか迷ってしまいまして。
Don't tell me she's used to... She thought I was being serious. Oh, this is awkward.
そうです、思いつきました。私は天使であなたは人間。種族の垣根を越えるのは難しいと思うんです。だから
She was serious. This angel was misconstruing my... Wait. Yeah, misconstruing the situation rather badly. Look, just calm down first. At this rate, we weren't going to get anywhere. You said this was just a test, so I wanted to prank you a little, that's all.
そういうことだったんですか。
For some reason, she looked oddly disappointed. Sheesh. Now I feel like the bad guy here.
って紡さん、ラブノートは1日に1回しか使えないものなんですよ。
Yeah, you said that.
大切な1回なんですから、私の名前を書くなんて無駄な使い方、今後はやめてください。
Yeah, alright. I'll be careful next time. By the way, what's my current fate in this with you anyway?
それは
20.
恥ずかしいですけど、書かれた限りは仕方ありません。確認してみましょうか。
Apparently, she hadn't looked yet. The two of us peered down at the love note.
ラブミエール
30
30いい人だって感謝しています。困った時はお互い様ってことで。
Right. Is this Ail's route? Well, it could be Ail's route, or it could be Kuduru's route. But... Welcome back, Sanquos.
よかったです。
What?
運命度は高くもなく低くもなく、コメントも無難なものというか、あまりにも悪い結果だとこれからの活動に支障が出るかなって。
What do you mean?
ほら、困った時はお互い様ってコメントに書いてあるじゃないですか。つまり私たちは運命共同体ってことです。あ、これはちょっと恋人っぽすぎるかもしれないですね。恥ずかしいことを言ってしまいました。テベロ？
Tibble? Nothing. Nobody says teehee while sticking their tongue out anymore.
そうなんですか？
My pulse had risen a little earlier, but it soon stayed back as I watched. Slowed back down as I watched Love Miel's shocked expression. Too romantic. Give me a break. Honestly, what was I even feeling embarrassed about?
それではこれにてテストは終了ということで、どうですか？恋天使の力感じていただけたでしょうか？
I think this is...
では本当は漫画を読ませていただきたいところですけど、
Alright, so now we can just skip to the next choice. Alright, my ears burn. What do you mean? Wait, no, you already seen it. Yeah, I did. That's what I'm worried about. I don't know which choices are unique to... Good luck. It should be fine, right? You know, it's not like the things I skip through will affect anything except these choices, which is gonna be ale again. Let's go with Love Me Ale. Naturally, I just thought it'd be fun to tease her again. But it was also partly a revenge for having my peaceful life disturbed. I was curious to how the results had changed from last time too. But Love Me Ale told me not to write her name anymore. What should I do? That's it. I could just write Ale Koimi. She never said I couldn't write that. Good idea, me. I swiftly jotted down her name. There, done. I showed Love Me Ale the page with Ale Koimi's name on it.
おお、今日は誰の名前をって私の名前じゃないですか。もう私の名前は書かないでくださいって言ったのに。
I know, that's why I didn't write Love Me Ale.
恋みエイルだって私の名前ですよ。ずるっこで反則スレスレイエローカードです。
No. Yellow card is still just a warning though. Anyway, what does the love note say? Does it even work? What? Did it even work? Ale Koimi was a pseudonym after all, and not a real name.
あ、そういえばそうですね。もしかしたら出ないかもしれません。貴重な一回が無駄になってしまうかもと思うと、恋天使としては心苦しくもありますが。
She turned her gaze toward the love note nonetheless.
出ちゃったじゃないですか、
It worked. There's no need to sound that surprised. Here, let me see what it...
見ないでください。
Oh. Sidestepping Love Me Ale. As she tried to stop me, I turned my eyes toward the love note.
恋にエイル運命度40
40?
今はまだ友達もっと恋愛らしいことをしてみては
What do you mean more romantic? Looks like our fadedness has gone up. Love Me Ale looked rather embarrassed. According to the love note, we were still just friends. But it had also suggested I try doing something more romantic. Something romantic, eh?
何ですか、つむぐさん。私のことをそんな目で見て。まさか私に変なことをするつもりじゃ。
You're crazy! Crazy? I was crazy once. First of all, I wasn't even giving her a dirty look. Although I may have been looking her up and down. For the record, have you ever even been in love before? Oh. She froze. There was no mistaking it.
もちろんありますよ。漫画やドラマでの知識はありますし、これまでいくつもの恋愛を成功に導いてきた実績もありますし。ラブチャームが100間近まで溜まっているのも私が恋愛経験豊富だからこそなんですよ。
Yeah, a ton of experience. Yeah, right. The only couples you've brought together are cats and dogs. Besides, playing matchmaker for other people had nothing to do with experiencing love for yourself. It was apparent that she'd never been in a relationship herself.
何ですかその生温かい表情は。少なくともつむぐさんよりは絶対恋愛経験ありますし。
Oh yeah? It was clear she was lying, but if she's going to be that stubborn, then go on a date with me.
デートですか？
Smooth. Her tone turned shrill with surprise. If you've really got that much experience, then by all means, Lamiel-sama, teach me how to go on a date. In order to find the girl of my dreams and officially graduate from using the love note, I should probably learn some proper dating etiquette, right? And obviously, given your considerable romantic history, you must have been on your fair share of dates before, haven't you?
それは頭の中で理想のデートをシミュレーションしたりはしますけど。
That sounds like something someone who has no dating experience would say. She mumbled some inaudible excuse. Like me. But seeing how embarrassed she was, I figured she'd learn her lesson by now. I suppose it was time to let her off the hook.
わかりました。
Well, huh?
これも恋のサポートのうちです。女の子が望む素敵なデートをお教えしましょう。
Seriously?
もちろんです。楽しみにしていてくださいね。
And so, on our next day off, Lamiel and I decided to go on a date. We're putting that aside for now.
なんでしょう。
Have you decided on a place to stay tonight? Is not new. And then this should all be the same, I think. And then the secret has been revealed. And Kurudu knows everything. And there's the only other guy in this visual novel. And he might not even be human. Shit! Well, there's something new. Hang on. Right. There is a date. The professional story. The story skipper. Hey. Hang on. Where is it? Can I get a soda real quick? Sure. I'm trying to find... This should be... God damn it. I
ここまで戻っちゃうんです。バックジャンプ成功です。
I mean, that weekend, it was time for my date with Love Miel wasn't in the script last time. So I guess I could leave it here. You can go back to scenes of skip. Yeah, that's normal for visual novels. Welcome back, Dexter. That weekend, it was time for my date with Lamiel. We had decided to meet at the movie theater in front of the station. Lamiel had left the house earlier this morning, so she was probably already there waiting. As a precaution, I consulted with Kosaki-san about our date together.
なるほど。小泉先輩とデートですか。
Yeah, I was just teasing her, but somehow that's how things turned out. Lamiel had absolutely no experience with romance herself, but kept pretending like she knew more than me. So I couldn't help but call her out on her bluff. But I never expected her to bite the bullet and actually agree to teach me about dating.
そうですね。
Kosaki-san took a quick peek at her phone. Then after a few moments of quick
ベ
thinking,
タなデートコースがいいと思います。いきなり変化球を狙っても危険ですから。
you wouldn't want to try anything too quirky. I thought that too, but ordinary doesn't really help narrow it down.
佐久間先輩と小泉先輩は漫画の趣味も合いますし、漫画の知識を生かしたデートがいいと思いますよ。
She looked that up. No, she's just that smart. I see. So like a movie? Or a chat in the park or something?
はい。とにかくベタをこなしていけば間違いないはずです。
I see. Alright. Then I'll try seeing what movies are playing at the theater in front of the station.
あ、でも先輩。初デートでラブホテルへ連れ込むようなことはしちゃダメですよ。
Hey, that's something Uta would want me to do. That's ridiculous. Like hell I'd do something like that. But now I couldn't help but imagine it.
先輩も健全な男性ですから、そういう期待もあるかと思ったので、一応忠告です。
Right.
多分、小泉先輩にはそういう知識ないと思うので。
Most definitely not. Kosaki-san glanced at her phone again before adding the final remarks. That final remark. Yep, she just scrolled down on the phone to see what else to do on a date. She looked up the first result. She clicked on the first result. After arriving in front of the movie theater, I quickly spotted Ale. She was turning her head this way and that, most likely looking for me as well. The moment our eyes met, badum, I felt my heart begin to pound. This really does feel like an actual date. Waving energetically, she came running toward me with a smile. It was then I noticed people starting to stare. I sensed a hint of envy in their eyes, as they were saying, "What's a girl like her doing with a guy like that?" I don't blame them though. Ale was undeniably cute. I'd certainly be proud to have a girlfriend like her. But she was an angel, not my girlfriend. More importantly though, I should probably say something. Sorry to keep you waiting. After some hesitation, that's what I went with. What? I felt a little annoyed being suddenly laughed at.
なんだか漫画みたいだなって思いまして。
Come to think of it, she was right. In fact, this entire situation was straight out of a manga. Or you could say it was straight out of a visual novel. Was it weird?
私はそれっぽくて良いと思いましたよ。あ、なんか知ってるシチュエーションだってちょっと嬉しくなってしまいました。
Right. I see.
それでどこに行きます？
Wait, aren't you the one who's going to teach me about dating today? Since you've got so much romantic experience, you said you were gonna teach me how dating works, right? Don't tell me you haven't put any thought into this whatsoever.
何を言ってるんですか、つむぐさん。こういうのは男の人がリードするものなんですよ。いきなりデートの心得を披露してしまいましたね。さすが恋天使の私です。
Yeah. In other words, she hadn't put any thought into this at all. I guess there's no helping it. For the time being, there's that popular new movie showing right now. Why don't we go see it? Why don't we go see that?
はい、行きましょう。
Ale happily followed after me. R15. It's the same movie. It looks like I was right to consult Kosaki-san about this after all.
映画面白かったですね。
It wasn't the same movie. I can still see traces of drool near your mouth, you know.
本当ですか？
Ale hurriedly wiped at her mouth. I'm kidding. But you did fall asleep halfway through.
でも先に寝てたのはそちらですよ。つむぐさんの寝息に誘われて、私もついうとうとしちゃったんです。
My bad. I guess I shouldn't have picked this movie just because it was trending. We probably should have just watched something something we were both actually interested in. I was lost in thought. I felt my phone vibrate. As I was lost in thought. The notification showed a single rhyme message from Kosaki-san.
急ぎのご連絡ですか？あ、ここはデート中にスマホ見ないでよと甘えるシチュエーションですか？
No. But now that you mention it, it could be something urgent. Let me take a look. Kosaki-san knew that the two of us were going on a date today. If she's contacting me, then there must be something important.
先輩、デートは順調ですか？学園近くのこの花っ子御用達の公園にクレープ屋台が来ているそうです。休憩がてら寄ってみるのをおすすめします。
Also, Kururu with the glasses. Nice one, Kosaki-san. Say, Ale, are you feeling hungry?
そうですね。3時のおやつにもってこいの時間です。
In that case, there's some place I want to check out. Interested?
はい、ぜひ。
What?
すっかりつむぐさんにリードされちゃってるなって思いまして、なんだか今日はちょっとかっこいいですね。
Well, sorry for not usually being cool.
ああ、そういう意味ではないですよ。
Whatever, let's go. I ended up using sarcasm to hide my embarrassment. That's what I usually do as well. But it's her fault for not playing fair. How is a guy supposed to react to being called cool right in his face? When we arrived at the park, it was rather crowded.
あそこにクレープ屋さんがありますよ。
Ale pointed towards a parked food stall. Seems like Kosaki-san's info was right on the money.
大人 気みたいですね。ほら、テレビに出たって張り紙がありますし。
As seen on TV is not a reputable quote. With how much shit there is on TV. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people came here specifically for it too.
お友達グループとか親子連れの方とか恋人同士っぽい人たちもいますね。
Also for a food stand. Yeah. Yeah. Some were even flirting and spoon-feeding each other. They had a lot of nerve doing that sort of thing in public. Not that I was jealous or anything.
春限定のいちごミルフィーユクレープ。私、あれが食べたいです。
No wonder Kududu found out about it. Yeah, it's the new trendy thing. Ale, on the other hand, was completely absorbed in the food stall's menu. Oh, alright. I'll buy it for you.
本当ですか？じゃあトッピングも追加で。
Extra strawberries on top. Don't get carried away, you punk.
とっても美味しいです。いちご系クレープに外れなしですね。
Right. That's a lot of strawberries. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
彼氏にごちそうになったと思うと美味しさもひとしおに感じます。
Hang on. Wait. Not... We... boyfriend?
だってデートですから。
Not a real one. Strangely, I felt myself breaking into a nervous sweat. What was I getting so worked up for? This is ale we're talking about.
つむぐさん、チョコバナナクレープにしてましたよね。美味しいですか？
It's good. Really sweet. I took another bite as I answered. The sweetness of the bananas and chocolate blended perfectly together. Inside my mouth in a moment of pure bliss. If I were a food critic, I might compare the sweetness of the combined ingredients to two lovers on a date.
一口もらってもいいですか？
Huh?
実はチョコバナナクレープも美味しそうで迷ってたんです。
Also, it's crazy that Ale gets a crepe CG, but Uta does not. That's a lie. You're only saying that because the grass is greener on the other side. Oi, developers, what's with that? The only thing this girl was interested in was strawberries.
バレちゃいましたか。つむぐさんにはお見通しですね。でも一口食べてみたいのは本当です。だからなんてダメですか？
Damn. What? Why?
だってほら周りのカップルさんたちはしてますし。
I was sure she had eyes for nothing except her crate, but apparently she'd been observing our surroundings as well.
今日はデートですからデートっぽいことしないとね。そうですよね。
She urged me, hiding her shyness behind a wide smile. I couldn't say I had no interest in trying it myself, but it was kind of embarrassing. Plus, there were people around us.
こういうのは勢いが大事ですよ。私からいただきますね。
Bruh. Ah. Opening her mouth wide, she snatched a bite of my crepe. Nom nom.
これお口の中でバナナとチョコの甘さが折り重なって。
Considering the end of Uta's, yeah, who knows?
わあ、すごいです。つむぐさんのチョコバナナ美味しいです。
Ale looked like she was in ecstasy.
じゃあ次はつむぐさんの番ですよ。
Huh? Me?
もらってばっかりは悪いですから。ほら、あーんです。
I feel like I've done this with Uta before when we were kids. But I don't remember it ever feeling this embarrassing back then. This is the sort of thing I have to experience when on a date. Alright, here I go.
どうぞどうぞ。
Heart hammering in my chest, I took a bite. Nom nom.
どうですか？美味しかったですか？
Yeah. It's really crispy.
ですよね。ミルフィーユパリパリです。
To be perfectly honest, my heart was beating so fast I could hardly taste a thing.
なんだかとってもデートっぽいことをしちゃいましたね。
Yeah. I always used to cringe at couples who chose to show public displays of affection, but now I sort of understand how they felt. Yeah. As I stared at the girl in front of me, I could see how easy it was to forget my surroundings, even if it was just a pretend date. If I were spending my time with my actual girlfriend, we'd no doubt be caught up in our own little world.
つむぐさんどうしたんですか？
Ale peered up at me as I sat there, ruminating. You got chocolate on your face. And cream. I'll wipe it for you. I wiped at her mouth with a tissue. It was one of those pocket tissues. They were always handing out on the street, but I'm glad I brought it. I'm glad I brought it with me. Like Kosaki-san said, it was better to be safe than sorry. Kosaki-san told you to bring pocket tissues as well. There, I cleaned most of it off.
ありがとうございます。なんだか今日はつむぐさんのかっこいいところを見せてもらってばっかりですね。
I wasn't really trying to. Yeah, that's Riz. Being praised like that made me a little uncomfortable for some reason.
私、つむぐさんに謝らなければいけないことがあるんです。
What?
本当は私、デートをしたことなんてないんです。
Nah, I never would have guessed.
この前は恋天使としてのプライドがあって、つい経験豊富だとか言っちゃいましたけど。だから実はこれが初めてのデートなんです。嘘ついちゃってごめんなさい。
Is it a lie though if no one believed you? I guess. It's okay. I already knew you were.
なぜですか？
Because you were being way too obvious. Your eyes were darting all over the place, and you were talking super fast. And besides, that's the whole reason I teased you about it anyway, which I'm also sorry for.
いえ、つむぐさんが謝るようなことではないです。でもまさかその場で気づかれていたとは。てっきりクルルさんに聞いたのかと思っちゃいました。
Why would you think that?
デートをしたことがないからアドバイスが欲しいってクルルさんに相談したんです。
Ah, she went to Kururu for advice as well.
そしたら全部つむぐさんに任せれば大丈夫って言ってもらえて。
I guess Kururu went to her first. I mean, I guess MC went to Kururu first. Is that so? Come to think of it, Osaki-san had been checking her phone several times while I was talking to her too. Perhaps she was going over her conversation with Ale to make sure we were on the same page.
今日は本当にありがとうございました。初めてのデート、とっても楽しかったです。つむぐさんの照れたお顔とか新鮮な表情もたくさん見られましたし。
Right. I wouldn't mind if she forgot about that actually. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
初めての相手がつむぐさんでよかったって思います。私、一生の思い出にしますね。
Right. Ale's smile was dazzling. I couldn't help but look away. I didn't want her to see me blushing. What's going on? This was just supposed to be a simple pretend date. This was just supposed to be the result of me teasing her, and yet I had fun too. Thanks for coming today, Ale.
こちらこそです。
I couldn't keep averting my face forever. Instead, I turned back to finish the rest of my crepe. But at that exact moment,
兄さん。
no! The relationship man. Huh?
なんでエイルさんと一緒にいるんですか？
Uta?
うたちゃん？
I immediately realized how bad this looked.
奇遇ですね。お買い物帰りですか？はい。ちょっと本屋さんまで占いの本を買いに。ってそうじゃないです。どうして兄さんとエイルさんが休日一緒にいるんです？それに2人でベタベタしながらクレープを食べるなんて完全に恋人同士じゃないですか。
It's not like that.
そうですよ。私たちは普通にデートしてただけですよ。
That's not helping.
デート？
Uta staggered as if she were about to faint at any moment.
兄さん、詳しく聞かせてください。どういうことなんですか？いつの間に恋人に。どうしましょう、つむぐさん。
Ale was getting flustered now too, making things worse. Guess I have no choice. You're going home first. Ale, I'll explain everything to Uta.
はい。
Come on, Uta. We're going home.
でもエイルさんにも聞きたいことが山ほど。
Never mind that. Come on. If I let Ale be a part of this conversation, it would most likely complicate things to the point of no return. Dragging Uta away, I left the park behind.
兄さん、本当にあの人と深い関係ではないんですよね。
On the way home, Uta spoke to me in a sultry tone. Depends on what you mean by close relationship.
だからこう恋人同士の関係とか。
I told you, it's not like that.
本当ですか？
She looked at me with disbelief. First of all, there's no way I'd be able to find a girlfriend that easily.
本当に兄さんはそう思ってるんですか？
Yeah, I'm not doing your route, Uta, so the answer is no. Huh?
作ろうと思えばすぐにだって。いえ、なんでもないです。
What? Now I'm curious.
何しろ兄さんはもっと自分のことや周囲のことをしっかりと観察して理解すべきだと思います。
I'll try to keep that in mind. Uta seemed to have a tendency to become rather touchy whenever it came to ale. Perhaps running into her on the way to school all the time and having her bento stolen had left a bad impression on her. Whatever the case, it was probably a good idea to be a little more careful around Uta from now on. When I got to my room, the first thing I did was open my window. Ale would be coming back sooner or later after all. Finding myself alone for a moment, I couldn't help but think about her. The innocent way she smiled. I'm gonna jump off the space station. The way she gobbled up her crepe. The way she wanted to imitate the couples around us. The way she'd been so delighted about going on her first date. She really did seem like less of an angel and more like a normal girl today. My heartbeat quickened at the thought. What was this feeling? Could it be? Am I getting serious about her? Nah, there's no way. My voice echoed hollowly around the room as I tried to laugh the idea off. In any case, I'd better send Kosaki-san a message thanking her for her help. I tapped away at my phone, doing my best to pretend not to notice my rising pulse.
クルルさんに直接お礼を言ってきましたよ。ちょうどバイト帰りのところでお会いできたので。今日はお店だいぶ忙しかったみたいです。夕方から団体のお客さんが来たらしくて。
Oh,
それで店長さんもフロアの店員さんを1人増やしたいなっておっしゃっているらしいです。
So?
私もちょうどバイトしたいと思ってるんです。渡りに船ですよね。
Okay, so this is the same.
バイト申し込んでもいいですか？つむぐさんと一緒のお店なら安心ですし。
Well, I guess Kunu-san's been looking for someone new for a while now. I guess it's new. I mean, nothing new. I mean, this should go by the same. This is different. Hang on a minute. Hehehe.
先輩の本命は小泉先輩ですか？乾先輩ですか？
Well, that's different. Okay, let's just let's just go back to what did I...
ここまで戻っバックジャンプ成
I
功です
didn't read this. It was the first thing Al said the moment she returned to my room. I thought for sure she'd be acting a little awkward or embarrassed after our date today, but apparently not. I felt relieved, but at the same time, also a little disappointed.
バイト申し込んでもいいですか？つむぐさんと一緒のお店なら安心ですし。
Well, I guess Cutie-san's been looking for someone new for a while now. She'd even offered Ale the job the first time she visited the restaurant. Fine. I'll try talking to my manager about it.
やったー！ありがとうございます。
I don't know if it's something to get that excited about. A part-time job is still a lot of work, you know.
だって漫画ではよくあるじゃないですか。学園生活にバイトに忙しい青春ストーリーが。ずっと憧れてたんですよ。
The only thing you're motivated by is manga, huh? I wanted to sigh.
それに今日つむぐさんとデートをして思ったんです。クレープをご馳走してもらったお返しに私もいつか自分のお金で美味しいものをご馳走したいなって。 頑張りますから楽しみにしていてくださいね。
Right. I guess she had been thinking about our date somewhat after all. If a crepe or two was enough to make her smile this much, I don't think I'd mind treating her to one again sometime.
さてバイトの話はこれくらいにして今日もいつものあれをやりましょうか。
Yes, writing "Love Me L" in the love note. As usual business. Of course, she meant it was time for the love note. Let me else spread the love note open on top of my desk.
さあつむぐさんお名前を書いてください。
Somebody, huh? With the girl I'd just gone on a date with standing in front of me, I felt a little embarrassed doing it. Nevertheless, I had no choice but to write Lamiel's name today. There, done.
誰の名前を書いたんですか？
Lamiel picked up the notebook. Her eyes dropped down to the page.
なんで私の名前を書いてるんですか？
What do you mean? It's obvious. The easiest way to check whether our date today was a success or not is to see if our fatedness has gone up.
なるほど。それは確かにそうですけど、ちょっと恥ずかしいです。
Well, it's embarrassing for me too. Anyway, what does it say?
どうってそれは。
Lamiel looked down at the notebook again. Getting impatient with her hemming and hawing, I peered down at the love note as well.
ラブミエール運命度62もっとイチャイチャしてみ
62.
よ
Try flirting some more. 62? Isn't that quite a bit higher than last time? So it worked! This number is pretty high, isn't it? Last time she was explaining the love note to me, I'm pretty sure she said fatedness of 80 made two people essentially lovers.
高いです。高すぎです。このままだと私たち本当に。
Going to
ですね。
sex. That's Lemuel gazed at me, blushing hard. In her eyes was a mixture of both unease and expectation. The two of us are really going to fall in love, is what I assumed she was about to say. Try flirting with her even more, huh?
はっきり言うのダメですよ。意識しちゃうじゃないですか。
Oh, you did read it. I'm just reading what the love note said out. What the love note says.
それでもです。とりあえずこれはデートが楽しすぎたことによる誤差かもしれません。
Calculation error, huh?
つむぐさんが人間の運命の人と結ばれるようにサポートするのが私の役目ですし。
Well, yeah, that's the conventional method.
今日のところはその気にしないようにしましょう。この結果は無効ということで。
Speaking rapidly, Lemuel hugged the notebook to her chest and crawled into bed. Despite what she said, it was clear she was having trouble doing exactly that. Well, if you say so, that's fine with me. Yet even as I muttered those words, it was all too obvious I didn't really mean them either. Today was a weekend ahead. Work soon. This should be. Ohayou gozaimasu.
おう、おはよう。早かったな。なんだ？
This should be
シフトの調
the
整なら今は難しいぞ。
hiring
大型
ale
連休もあるし、接客慣れ
and
てるや
it's
つがいない
still
と。
reading out the voice
も
lines.
ちろん覚えてるぞ。彼女がどうした？もしかしてバイトする気になったのか？
She looked like a frenzied hospital patient. But that was just Kinu-san being Kinu-san. Say a lot of things about her, but she was undoubtedly passionate about her job. And judging by the way she was eagerly pressing me for an answer, she seemed genuinely excited. Well, yeah, basically. Yesterday she asked me to ask you if it was really okay for her to work here.
もちろんいいに決まってるだろう。早速エイルちゃんに連絡しろ。すぐにここに連れてこい。
I need to think about this a bit more. You're not just agreeing to this because you love being surrounded by cute girls, right?
なんだと？別に私利私欲だけじゃねえぞ。ちょうどホール要員が欲しくいいって言ってるだろ。あ、それにお前だって気になる子と一緒に働けて嬉しいということで早速やってまいりました。改めまして恋にエイル採用。
That's too fast.
元気があっていい気にありがとうございます。
See, like, there's no argument with her. Well, I suppose I should be glad. I suppose I should be glad she didn't ask about her address or background or anything like that.
採用おめでとうございます、恋見先輩。ありがとうございます。これからよろしくお願いします。こちらこそです。
こちらこそです。
ここではクルルの方が先輩なんだし、恋見先輩って呼ぶのはそうでしょうか。でも呼び慣れているのですぐには。何ですかその言い草は。まあバイト仲間同士好きに呼び合ったらいいか。私はうちのやつらのことは子分だと。分かりました。いい返事だエイル。じゃあ早速仕事に入る。クルル準備を手伝ってやってくれ。 マソラが来たら研修を始める。わかりました。
What about me? Do I
準
want
備って言ったら着替えも含むに決まってるだろ。
kudu?
研修をマソラに頼むのはフロア。ポイミンさん、あり
Alright,
がとうござい
and
ます。
then
こういう時いつ美少女が
whenever
飛
the
ぶ
next one is.
そう褒める。つぬぐさん、お待たせしました。
Kudurin, Kudurin. Finally done changing all your. And then you check her out, checking her out
どうですか、
again.
つぬぐさん、似合ってますか？
Yeah, it suits you. To be perfectly honest, she looked incredibly cute. For a moment, I was even lost for words.
かわいいだろう。完璧な着こなしだぞ、エイル。私もこんなかわいい服を着ることができてめちゃくちゃ嬉しいです。
Both of them seemed utterly satisfied. Wait, seemed utterly satisfied. Looks like it really was a win-win scenario. Oh, a customer. Or so I thought, but I was wrong.
おはようございます。
And then it's Masora.
なんて、あまりに
And
エイルちゃんの制服
An
姿が
angel?
眩しいから
I'm not that.
思わず天使って言っちゃ。それにし私、そうな。エイルにわかります。研修、はい。
Got red, blue, and green. Uh,
おきつね先輩が来るまで備品置き場などを案内しますね。こっちです。
I wonder what Masora's parents think about him. I don't know. Okay, so this should be normal.
なんでですか？私困らせたりしませんよ。真面目にバイト頑張っ。それじゃあまずは声出しから言ってみよう。
Alright, and then
そう、お客さんが来たらオッケー、いらっしゃいませ。
and then irashaimase.
うん、
No,
ダメダメ。
Not that.
はい師匠。それじゃあもう一回。いらっしゃいませ。あ、今のはいい感じ。本当ですか？ありがとうございます師匠。
Yeah, but that's not loud enough. You know, it feels like there's some sort of anime meet. I mean, sports meet. Wrestling or baseball.
あ、お客さんが来たよ。エルちゃん、わか
Right,
り
and
ま
then,
した師匠。
you know, irashaimase.
行きます。
With that, Elle took a deep breath and
いらっしゃい
skill issue.
お
Who the hell told you to scare our customers? And then blah blah blah.
いや元気が
ませ。大丈夫大丈夫。でも失敗を最初にいっぱいやらかし。
It's alright to make mistakes. If you make more mistakes, you'll learn more.
そんなね。ごめん。はい、わかりました。 いらっしゃいませ。
Irashaimase.
いらっしゃいま
Sounds like she's gotten the hang of it, of using her indoor voice now. As I breathed a sigh of relief, I turned toward the entrance to see a customer I knew very well.
せ。あれ？エルちゃん？
Instead of, what was it? Anju.
ああ、いすずさん、いらっしゃいませ。
Instead of Ushiro, it's Isuzu.
びっくりしちゃった。その制服、もしかしてここでバイトしてるの？今日からなんだよ。だから今は僕の元で修行中なの。そうなんだ。マソラちゃんなら安心だね。確かつむちゃんの先輩さんだったよね。そうだよ。紡ぐはわしが育てた。
I taught that boy everything. I'm not your boy. Hurry up and show her to her seat. If other customers show up, we're gonna be holding them up.
あ、ごめんなさい。こんにちは、つむちゃん。
Hey.
ちゃんと先輩さんなんだね、つむちゃん。
Oh, shut up. Being seen at work with my childhood friend felt like kind of embarrassing for some reason.
それじゃあお席にご案内しますね、みすずさん。うん、ありがとう、エールちゃん。じゃあ、
I'm not
あの
gonna
席
read
に
what
案
you
内
said.
してあげて。ゆっくりできるおすすめの席なんだ。わかりました。
Ale led Isuzu toward the table that Masora pointed at. It looked like she was relieved to be serving someone she knew. Her nervousness from before had vanished and she was wearing her usual smile. Still, what was Isuzu doing here? What happened to club practice?
先輩の本命は小泉先輩ですか、乾先輩ですか。
What? Osaki-san?
随分熱心に見つめていたので。
It's not like that. I was just wondering why Isuzu was here instead of practice.
今日は日曜日ですよ。
Okay, yeah, this is normal.
気になるなら直接お聞きした方が早いですよ。お冷やを持ってくついでにでも。
Here's some
ありがとう。
water.
わかった。
Okay, I forgot that Isuzu was one of the customers.
つ
So,
むちゃんっ
should be
て
able...
そっか。おーいマソラ、エイルの様子はどうだ。頑張ってますよね、つむぐ。
I guess why
だ
are
って
you
つ
asking?
むぐずーっとエイルちゃんを目で追ってたから。
That's the
テンプレの
same.
ツンデレ芸でエイルのこと
It's
よ
not
り
like I love her or
つむ
anything.
ぐが仕事をサボってないかどうか注意した方が良さそうだ。つむ危ないって思ったのはイチゴパフェを運ぼうとした時つまみ食いし、そういえば小泉先輩、いきなりそんな風に持つのは危ないですよ。
Yep. And she's holding them like this again, and I can skip through, and she's gone.
これは
Severance pay.
本当にバイトをすることができるだなんて。
That means... Yeah. That means I probably stopped skipping through around that scene with the plates. Wait, yeah, I would have... I don't remember.
私また夢が叶いました。ありがとうございますつむぐさん。
She hugged my arms tightly. You didn't even get to her out, lol. No. Hey, get off!
いいじゃないですか。感謝の気持ちです。
I only did what I was supposed to do, as your senior at work. When you check your page scenes? Yeah, and after I saw 3 CGs, I was like, this should be fine. Besides, your boobs are pressing against me.
あう
Nope, lol. Well, considering that the first CG in Uta's route is a hate scene, and they had to black out the screen, you know. After peeling ale off me, I straightened my wrinkled clothes. But more importantly, you finally got some cash. Oh, And then I can skip to here, and then alright, let's go with Lamiel. My perverted little Uta. Now, if I remember correctly, the other day the Lovelet had advised me to try flirting with her even more. We hadn't done much flirting ever since then, though, so our fatedness probably hadn't changed. Still, I didn't really feel like writing anyone else's name. There, done. I showed her the notebook with her name written in it.
また私の名前じゃないですか。なんで私の名前を書いたんですか？前回のラブノートのお告げ試してないのに。私たちイチャイチャしましたっけ？
No, we didn't. I just suddenly felt like writing your name, that's all.
なんなんですかそれは。もうそんなキザっぽいセリフ似合わないですよ。
That's a shame. Anyway, what does it say? The two of us turned to look at the notebook.
ラブミエール運命度62。もっと
Wow,
イチャ
nothing
イチャしてみ
changed.
よ
変わってないですね。
No. Looks like it. The results were the same as before. Well, what do you say? What do you say we try putting its advice into practice?
ダメですよ。イチャイチャってそんな気軽にやっちゃダメです。もっとこう尊いものですから。
Cherish how?
ですからそのデートの約束をしてその日のために気持ちを高めてからとかそういう心の準備とか。
But we already did do a date. ... Look at her acting all cute all of a sudden. It was making my heart race a little.
今日は運命度に変化なしということで私漫画の続きが気になるので読書モードに入りますね。
Right. Babbling nervously, Lamiel hid her face behind her manga. Judging by the fact that her book was upside down, though, it was obvious she wasn't actually reading. Hang on. During this time, when we came back to when we came back to the room, she also was reading the manga upside down because we had an erection. Still, I guess there was nothing else I could do for now. And so the night wore on without anything else in particular happening. Uh,
いらっしゃいませ。
alright, irashaimase. Eh? You know my name?
もちろん知っているさ。
Here's the music. He smiled handsomely. You might be able to distract most girls with that smile, but it doesn't work on
お
me.
や、残念だな。噂で聞いたんだ。エイル君と非常に仲のいい男子生徒がいるってさ。
Yeah. What does my name have to do with ale? Alright.
心配しなくても小泉先輩は外見で人を選ぶような方じゃないですよ。
Yeah, and Anju definitely doesn't have any connection to ale. The heck's that supposed to mean? Irashaimase. Then I can skip through until the next scene. My pulse began to rise. I was growing oddly conscious of the fact that Love Me L was a girl too. Damn. Anyway, I should choose Love Me L. What does the guide say? Guess if it's anyone, it's gotta be Love Me L. I glanced in her direction. Nothing. I quickly looked away again. Dot dot dot. Surreptitiously, I scrolled her name down so that she couldn't see what I wrote. Give me a second. I flipped to the next page to sneak a look at the results first.
ラブミエール運命度65
Yikes!
ラブミエールより早く布
I
団に
only
入
went
ろ
up
う
by 3. Wait. You need to go to sleep first, is what the book's telling us. Dot dot dot.
どうしたんですか？眉間にシワなんか寄せちゃって。早く私にも見せてください。
I mean, since Ale always steals the bed from me, if I sleep on my bed before she goes to sleep, no? She looked puzzled. Not surprising, of course, given that we always looked at the results together. However, this time around, for some reason, I just couldn't shake the feeling that letting her see it would defeat the whole purpose. Hey, don't tickle my armpits. This isn't JoJo. Wait. Look, why don't we go see if the bathroom's empty yet? Uta should be asleep by now. Stop sulking. Bathing is an important part of a healthy lifestyle. There's nothing fishy about it. I'm just trying to look out for you, even if you are a freeloader. At my condescending tone, Love Me L reluctantly let go of me. With that, she left the room in a huff. Once her footsteps had disappeared in the distance, I switched off the light. Man, it's time for bed. Now that I'm lying down, I'm actually feeling pretty tired. Probably because Love Me L's been running me ragged, both at school and at work these days. The love note had told me to get under the covers earlier and not go to sleep either. Wait, god damn it! The love note told me to get under the covers earlier, not go to sleep. Go to sleep earlier. Which meant that something significant was bound to happen if I waited inside my futon. Yet, despite my best efforts, I was unable to stop myself from sinking into unconsciousness. Man, he ruined the plan. Dot dot dot. Hey, look! They showed his face. That's a surprise. And it's not the covering his eyes hair. There was no response.
ただの屍のようだ。って、さすがにこのネタは古いですかねなんて。
Still, he didn't reply.
つむぐさん寝ちゃったんですか？私読みかけの漫画があるんですけど。
No, the feet! Normally he'd complain and say something like, "It's always manga with you, but not tonight." Looks like he really was completely conked out.
しょうがないですね。
Why is she oddly cute? I mean, she's been cute the whole time. At this hour, he was usually watching one of Karin-chan's streams or playing a game, so this was a little unexpected.
もしかして私が疲れさせちゃってます？
Maybe. I felt a bit worried.
だから早く寝たくなっちゃって私を部屋から追い出したりしたんですか？
So, that's a little cruel. That's right. Smugu-san could be a little cruel
他の
sometimes.
子には優しいのに私への当たりが強いと思うんですよね。
I mean, yes, I did sort of force the ownership of Love Note on him without what the fuck? I did sort of force the ownership of Love Note on him without against his will. What the fuck? How are there two typos in the same sentence? The Love Note has always been. Well, I mean, technically it's not. You can call it Love Note, even though normally it's the Love Note. It just sounds weird that way. Love Note, the noun. But how do you have how do you add how do you add an entire word? I did sort of force the ownership of Love Note on him against his will. Yeah, whatever. And he is letting me freeload in his house, even though I didn't try to find another place to stay. Plus, he's always helping me out at school and even introduced me to my first part-time job.
そういうのつむぐさんは楽しくないですか？
Was she really just tired? Or was she sick of dealing with me?
私は結構楽しいんですけど、というかめちゃくちゃ楽しいです。私のたくさんある夢が叶っているのはつむぐさんのおかげなんですよ。つむぐさんと出会ってからなんです。私自身がしてみたいこと意識するようになったのは。
All the things I'd read in manga that I'd always vaguely dreamt of doing. Attending Konohana Academy. Hanging out with classmates after school. Working a part-time job with friends. Going on a date.
つむぐさんと一緒にいると夢がどんどん増えていって叶えても叶えても追いつかないくらいなんですよ。感謝してるんです。面と向かって素直に言うにはつむぐさんは意地悪すぎますけど。
Still, seeing as she's fast asleep, maybe I can be honest with my feelings for once. Nah.
私は今何をしようとして。
I quickly got up in a panic. No way. An angel of love like me?
つむぐさんにキスしそうに。
Like me? I was way too close. If I lowered my face a couple more centimeters, our lips suddenly would have touched. Seriously would have touched. I'd almost crossed the line an angel of love should never cross.
というか、本人の了承なくキスをするのはコンプライアンス違反ですよね。知ってます。
Damn.
それに乙女心として顎食いでキスとか相手に唇を奪われる感じのやつを体験したいような気も。って違います。私は恋のサポート役ですし。
Yeah, not the other way around. I glanced down at Tsumugu-san again. He was still sleeping peacefully as ever. Though relieved, I was a bit frustrated as well. I felt like I was the only one feeling confused, embarrassed, and wistful.
つむぐさんだって少しくらい私に対してドキドキしてくれたっていいんですよ。
As I listened to Tsumugu-san's quiet breathing, I couldn't help but grumble with something almost like dissatisfaction.
今日は私ももう寝ますね。おやすみなさい、つむぐさん。
Well, that's gotta raise the fatedness. Wait. Can we stop here? You'll work tomorrow. Then... wherever it will stop next, I guess. Wherever the next unique dialogue will be. Okay, well all this should be the same. And then what is the...
佐久間先輩。
Okay, well this is the same. There you go. Quick save that shit.
やっちゃいました。
Quick save that bitch. I'll just save it here. Alright. Well, I was thinking of ending it a bit as well. Monday, yeah, Monday. 2 days later. Same time. Next stream we'll be playing a different visual novel. But for now, sure, Sunday for you. But I'm getting a bit tired. So I will end off stream for today. You know, Uta's route got a bit lewd, to say the least. But the ending was wholesome. pretty cute, pretty sad, pretty bittersweet. With AL losing her memories and all. But the rest of this game will have to wait to be played next time. But for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for chatting. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I will be streaming in 2 days. Same time, 10:30 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time. But for now, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.